In the 11 years of being a crisis counselor, this year has probably been the greatest number of students I've seen with addiction issues. Once I know that our students are having these issues, then I can contact the parents, give them some resources, and hopefully get them some help. A lot of kids don't think they can become addicted to marijuana. They think that marijuana is like, they can smoke it, they can do it as much as they want, they cannot become addicted, but that is not true. I'm seeing more and more kids addicted to marijuana and having to go into rehab just to, wean themselves off. That's not even to mention the e-cigarettes. They don't produce any type of smoke or odor, so the kids are smoking liquid marijuana. This issue of addiction impacts our community. Well, if you start at the very core, families. If there's addiction in a family, it's not the person that is impacted that has a problem. It affects the entire family. So whether it's a student that has an addiction issue, the parents are having to deal with that in their resources. Paying for it and getting help for it, or if it's a parent with the addiction issue, because I see just as many students talking and having issues and a hard time at school functioning simply because they were up putting their mom to bed, or mom came in late last night. A student that I'm working with just recently, mom has been in and out of rehab several times, and comes home, stirs everything up, and then ends up back in rehab. Well, she has a 21-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old daughter, and they're paying the bills, and they're keeping up with the household and buying groceries and preparing food, because they are now the parent and mom is in and out of rehab. We don't do therapy in school. We just don't have time. There are 2,500 kids in my school, and there's just me, and we have all kinds of issues. Kids with all kinds of issues that we're working with, from, oh, my girlfriend just broke up with me, to, I'm having to pay the bills because my mom's in rehab. And all of those are important. So we can't do therapy, but whenever the kids come in from rehab, I want to make a contact with them, because I want them to know there's a safe place they can go, and if they have the urge, or if they're having a bad day, or they're about to have a meltdown, they don't always have the tools that they need to handle normal situations, and I want to be their contact person. Remember that kids, their brains are not fully developed, and they are still kids, and they are going to make poor choices. I've seen a lot of parents very upset. My child would never do that. My child would never do that. Well, yes, they will. The most angelic, sweet, wonderful child in the world will make a mistake, because they're kids. Their brains are not developed, and they have poor impulse control. They may try things. The little girl that tried the Xanax, didn't even occur to her to ask what it was. It was her friend. She just took it. For all she knew, it was a Tylenol. Our kids need us, and they need us to check on them, and they need us to make sure that they are safe, whatever that entails, whether it's checking the room, or checking their cell phone, or checking what's in their car. You just can't be on top of it enough. There's so much pressure, and it has nothing to do with whether they're a good kid or they're a bad kid. It's the fact that they're a kid. They're going to try things.